Cuts to preschool in New Hanover County continue to be a concern. New Hanover County's budget for next year slashed nearly $1 million for pre-K, leaving the school district scrambling for a solution. One option, though, closing the Mary Washington Howe Pre-K Center. WCTV's Connor Smith was at a community meeting earlier tonight where school officials heard from concerned neighbors. Connor, school board members made it very clear that there is no decision that's been made yet.
Yeah, that's right, Danielle. They're still thinking this one through, but we heard from a number of people tonight worried about a decision that could negatively impact both students and Mary Washington Howe's legacy. Now, you might remember last week, Superintendent Christopher Barnes presented the board with 7 options to offset the funding gap, which could impact over 100 students who start preschool in August. One of those options was moving students and staff 2 miles from Howe to the Dorothy B. Johnson Pre-K Center. The Howe Center could then potentially be closed and sold. But dozens of neighbors, including Karen Clay Beatty, spoke against that option tonight.
We're losing our African-American history here. We already see the population dwindling, but then when you take away the historical, visible institutions that people can walk out and see and feel proud about and have something to work up to, it's very abysmal.
Now, Howe was the first and only female principal at Williston. The Pre-K Center was named after her back in 1963. School board members like Pat Bradford say they're committed to both preserving her legacy while also acknowledging the county's history, which does include closing predominantly black schools.
Moving the kids, the students from Howe to Dorothy B on paper looks really good. It fits within. The playground would even fit. It fits on paper, but the human aspect of it may not have been as considered as much as it should have been.
Now, Dr. Barnes and board members say this isn't an ideal situation for anyone involved. They say they're still moving urgently while also listening to community members. Daniela?
So, Connor, when can we expect a decision on which option that they want? Yeah,
well, I asked Bradford that tonight. She says there will be at least a discussion at next Tuesday's school board meeting, and she also expects there to be a vote held on that night.
All right, we'll just have to see what happens at that school board meeting. Connor, thanks.